rally today, and I just want to start by saying there is more that unites us than divides us. They were the words of my friend, my colleague, Jo Cox, just a year ago when she made her maiden speech. Jo is no longer with us, but she would want to know up and down the country that we are joining hands across all divisions to bring our communities together, to not judge one another, but to recognise that each of us have got strengths, each of us makes the country we have, our communities, and all together we make Britain Great Britain. It's been a really challenging few weeks in politics, months for many of us, as we've gone door to door. Labour has been going door to door across the city, challenging people on the doorstep, listening to people and addressing the issues that people have raised. That hard graft paid off in York as we turned the national vote into a local, clear mandate to stay in Europe. But what we have been challenged with is Project Fear being turned into Project Fact, and Project Fact being turned into Project Fear, where any words that were uttered were turned on its head and many untruths were unleashed. But worst of all were the politics of hate that emerged during this, and all of us have a responsibility to fill the vacuum and ensure that we reach across our community and say that those voices are not welcome in our city or our country. The divisions that have now emerged. We are in an economic crisis. We have seen the pound fall, the markets are going up and down, and we are already seeing our friends losing their jobs, companies saying they're going to withdraw from our country. We are seeing a constitutional crisis as Scotland are making a case to divide our country, not to unite our country. And likewise in Northern Ireland, I fear for the future unless we resolve this issue fast. And we are also seeing a global crisis as our relationships now with our friends across Europe, our friends that we built from 1945, to realise it is far better to sit round the table and talk than to fight over issues. Incumbent on us all to say we are European, we will stay European, and we will build the friendships that politicians left the vacuum of, that the next generation and our generation will place Britain in Europe and in the world as global leaders, as global friends, with a new internationalist agenda to unite our very broken and very challenged world, and that actually we will set a new agenda in our age for a better future. But today, above all people, I want us to give a round of applause to the care workers, to the NHS workers, to the scientists, to the plumbers, to the people that have come here to make Great Britain great. My message is you are welcome in our city. Why we're in the mess we're in. A politician decided that they were going to address the infighting in their political party through putting a vote to the people. Well, this week we have seen the fallout of that, and a dangerous fallout it has been. to sort out the internal politics of the Conservative Party by trying to address that through a referendum. Playing roulette with our nation's future to address a political difference. Dangerous, and we must ensure it never happens again. Happening at a time when we've got election gate around the expenses they spent at the election. We know that their majority is just 12 in the House, and we need to make sure that we ensure the voice of the people is now heard in Parliament, that you do not mess with our country's future in the way that you have.